Give me fuel, give me fire, give me Nino Neiderreiter. That's exactly what the Winnipeg Jets put out today with their right here. You can see I just jumped over. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me Nino Neiderreiter. That's hilarious. Anyways, the Winnipeg Jets, as you can see, they should end up trading for Nino Neiderreiter from the Nashville Predators for a 2024 second round pick, which is great because we know the Nashville is kind of teetering on that playoff line, but they're really not playoff contenders in my opinion. They're not really looking to go far. They're just going to be there and they kind of get their butts whooped like they did last year. So I think this is a good move, get some assets off of it. Plus, they're saving a ton in cap, right? Think about this: you have a player that's not a UFA. He's actually has another year on him, but they're able to get something out of him after just signing him, and they get to move that cap space. So essentially, if we kind of move over to Neiderreiter's cap friendly page right here, you can see. So he has a $4 million cap hit, and he has $4 million he's making next year as well. So that means that not only the National Predators get that $4 million back next year, but they're also getting up whatever's left for the rest of the season, probably around about $1 million, and then plus they get a second round pick out of it. So this is a good pickup for the National Predators, especially if again they're not going to be making their way into the playoffs. I mean, they're just not in my opinion, they need to do a rebuild. This is really more of a hey, Preds, do a rebuild. Do a rebuild, man. So they have a lot of great players. I think they talked about Saros, UC Saros, Yossi, and then someone else are the only untouchables. And it's like, and Forsberg. And he's untouchable because he's signed for 8 years. So this is a good move, a small move, but it's something that helps them propel their way into the kind of retool, I would say. Okay, David Poile has been running that team for a while, but they do, with the West being as weak, I'd say, as they are, I think they should be doing a retool, trying to get some fresh blood in there. They're a pretty old team. I know Matthias Ekholm is on the trading block as well for the Nashville Predators, but they want 2 first-round draft picks. That's extremely high for someone who's so old and has so much length on their contract. So I think that this is a great pickup for the Jets, especially because they need to start jumping back into that spot where they are actually doing better. They were first in the division at one point. So you can see, right here we got Neiderreiter being a right wing left shooter, 30 years old. So playing for a couple teams at this point right now. Doing okay, 28 points in 56 games. So he's a good point per game player. Not a superstar, right? You're kind of expecting him to make that half a point per game type player. But you can see he's a goal scorer, like 18 goals, 10 assists, 24 goals, 20 goals. I mean, perennially, he's good for at least 15 goals, probably even closer, almost guaranteed 20. You can see he's probably on projected for doing about 25 goals this year. So again, good pick. And so if you think about it as I think it was a right winger. So right winger, this actually allows you just kind of, you can actually, if you want to throw him into the second or third line, Blake Wheeler, you can kind of move around. Imagine a third line with Blake Wheeler. That would be awesome. But that's kind of where you would plug him in, somewhere in between the second or third line. He's not, in my opinion, he's not a top line guy, but he's definitely would help the team get that next spot, help them move forward, because Winnipeg Jets do need a little bit more scoring. Of course, they have a phenomenal defense core with Morrissey, and of course they have Hellebuck, who has actually, I just read this. If we scroll up to the Winnipeg Jets Twitter page, which is where I saw this. I'm talking about Vasilevsky. Where'd it go? I think it's up here. It was talking about Vasilevsky just got it here. So Vasilevsky recorded his 30th career shutout since making this debut in 2014-2015. The only goalies with more are Marc-Andre Fleury with 45 and Connor Hellebuck with 31. Especially since, you can see in late November 2015, Hellebuck made his debut a year later than Andre Vasilevsky. So, and you can see he's on point. He's actually on a greater pace for shutouts than Andre Vasilevsky, one of the best goalies in the world, in my opinion. So, anyways, this is a real quick short video. Really quick trade. I just wanted to go over it and let me know what your thoughts are. Hit like, subscribe, and love you.